Hello everybody, it's Cowabunga, and today I've got a special video for you guys. I figured since I'm working on getting some content to you guys and haven't put out much this week, I figured that this time we finally get the big boy out of the way here and we talk about and play as Sans for this Plat Fighter showcase. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Leave a like if you would happen to like the video and you like the series, etc. etc. And if you want me to continue to look at workshop characters, I would love to do that. And I'm going to do a bit of a different format here today. Just because we're talking about a workshop character, I'm actually going to go over their moveset first, just because I feel like, most people who watch these platform fighter showcases, they probably know what's going on, right? They know how the characters function and such, and that's why I haven't touched on it before. But with workshop characters, it's a lot different because these characters are only accessible on PC, so some people might not know the ins and outs of the character. If you want a comprehensive overview of how Sans works, I know Zeta has a video about that I believe they released somewhere around April Fool's last year. So if you want to take a look at that, and go right ahead, because Zeta does a lot more stuff like that, and they're much better at doing this than I am, but I'm still going to try and do it anyway, straight away here. And let me know if you happen to want this to be a thing for not just workshop characters in this game, but for any character in any game, because I understand that, especially when I play something like Indie Pogo, maybe not many people are going to know all the move sets to those characters and stuff like that, but just let me know what you think, because I feel like it would be a bit redundant to do it for games like Pro Hollow, for example. I don't even know how I would do it for that one, but Smash Ultimate, everybody's played Smash Ultimate. Everybody's played the Smash games. Everybody knows what the movesets are. So I don't feel like I have to showcase it there. Um, Rivals of Aether, I don't think everybody's played Rivals of Aether and everybody knows the tech or whatever, but still, it feels like it's a base by base thing, like a case by case, I should say, not base by base. So yeah, just let me know what you think I should do with the series if you guys happen to want explanations for every character I play as, and that's fine by me. And as this series goes on, I feel like I'm going to be playing as workshop or custom characters more and more anyway. So let me know what you think. I'm thinking maybe I should do it definitely for Indie Pogo, maybe the fan made games, right? Anything that's fan made, anything that's official. Don't feel like doing it, but anything that's fan made, maybe I should do it just for the sake of doing it, since fan made stuff is, less well known than the actual stuff. So anyway, finally, let's get into this. I'm going to get my information from the Riles of Aether Workshop wiki, so shout out to all the people who work on that. It's very useful to have wikis for anything, but especially for stuff like this, so thank you very much. First of all, Sans has got a very specific trait about him, and this is basically one of his gimmicks, is that he can switch between white bones and blue bones. Now, as you can see, white bones, they do damage over time as an opponent is in the bone, and it can do a lot of damage very quickly. I would say it's probably just like Undertale, where it does damage every like 2 frames somebody's within the bone. And then for blue bones, they just do knockback and they do 1 damage, and that's it. Unlike in Undertale, you can still get hit by them even if you're standing still, obviously. So there's that. These are probably, more like the fox lasers of of his kit, I would say, and then these are like the damage dealers right here. So, and they go a little bit farther too, the white bones for sure. So, yeah. Now we can go into his actual move set. His jab is an electric buzzer, of course. Sans loves a joke or two, and he has plenty of jokes within this moveset. And by the way, I know I'm making Sans for Framemakers. He is inspired a lot by this Sans, but that being said, I'm not going to sit here and talk about, my Sans versus Shant's Sans. I'm just going to make it about this Sans in this game. I'll talk about my Sans in a different video, but yeah, for now, let's just make it about the Rivals of Aether mod, please. But anyway, this move kind of has like the electrical effect, does a decent amount of knockback, but it's not going to be killing anybody. So next we got Forward Tilt, which was the move I was doing before to show off the bones. Just sends a bone out. Bones bounce against walls. That's pretty cool. And then here's a blue bone. Does this bounce off of walls? Yes, it does. So there you go. So those are like the attributes of the bones, is that they, either go through people with the white bones, or they kind of just hit the opponent and then stop going from there, but they both bounce off of walls. So then we have got Up Tilt, where Sans throws a bone upwards, and this is definitely going to be a good anti-air, right? So let's see, we can do this, right? If somebody's jumping above you, you just smack them with that. It'll stop them. Then you can do something else from there, right? And then next up is his down tilt, where Sans throws down a banana peel. And again, another joke. This banana is relatively dangerous. You can place down multiple on the stage as long as you let them recharge. Does it say how long it takes to recharge? It does not. So let's test it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4 or 5 seconds, give or take. You can have about 3 bananas on the stage, but they, go away after a period of time. So this is just basically for stage control. Both the bones and these things are sure to just cause problems and cause people to have their movement disrupted. And then next up is Dash Attack, where Sans uses his telekinesis to propel himself forward. And yeah, that's really about it. This is probably just like, quick option, get off me tool type of deal. Doesn't really do much knockback, but it does put him into the air, so it could lead into like a forward air. Just based off what I'm seeing here. Something like that. Next up, we have the strong attacks. Sans' 4 strong is this. You can charge it, of course, because it's a smash attack. Attack up close. Does, pretty mediocre knockback and damage, but if you hit the sweet spot, boom, does lots of damage and lots of knockback. So there you go. Again, this character is all about stage control, so that's just one example of just, this very long hitbox, and covers a good chunk of the stage there. And if you tipper it, then boom, get your kill. And then Upstrong is up next. Has a bone appear above him. And as you can see, no hitbox on the hand or anything, so opponents kind of have to be above you in order to hit this. And this is one of his harder to hit moves, so it's probably worth it though. I mean, it goes into platforms just like that, so you could catch your opponent in that way. Seems like it does a decent amount of knockback as well, so there we go. Then up next is Downstrong. Sans puts bones on both sides of him. And this time the sweet spot is in the middle here. So if you do it up close, even apparently if you do it up close against them, although it doesn't matter. But let's say if we inch a little bit closer here, do it from the side, yeah, that does like basically nothing. But if you do it anywhere besides the end of the move, then it'll get the sweet spot. So there you go. Next up, we have got Neutral Air, where Sand slams two whoopee cushions together, creating this little sound wave thing that will hurt the opponents. Again, you gotta love the jokes in this moveset. And it has, yeah, I was about to say, I remember it having a bit of a hitbox at the start before he claps, which I guess you can use for tech chases and such, if you would like, if you are fast enough. Yeah, other than that, it's just, you know, one of those moves that just kind of just surrounds Sans. And next we've got Forward Air, where Sans decides that he is going to dunk you. So let's see if I can do this. Get out there. There we go. So he basically has the Mario Fair, of course. I wonder if Alpharad had any influence on this, seeing how I believe around the time this was made, he was doing some funny things with Mr. Sans. So, but yeah, it's definitely a fun move to give him, that's for sure. He's kind of basically got two spikes, so that's exciting. So, yeah, let's talk about the down aerial next, since I'm on it right now. This is another spike move. This is more of a powerful spike. This one's kind of just like if you tipper it, you'll get the spike hitbox, but otherwise it's just, you know, strong move. This one's just full on spike. So there you go. Next one, been showing this off a little bit too, but this is back air. He kind of just throws a bone behind him and downwards. So again, you can see how they bounce off the ground there, and that can create for some interesting situations, probably specifically off the stage here. I would like to show it off, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. You could also just do it as you're running away, right? You just run away, throw some bones behind you just to deter your opponent. Yeah, there's definitely some things you could do with that, obviously. Off a dash attack. And then finally his up tilt. Oh yeah. Just a trumpet. So say we here, I'm gonna do this now. Oop. Just gonna do that. Can juggle with it. It's very good. And then up next we have got the neutral special. Finally, we're going down to the specials where things get pretty interesting, but this is his Gaster Blaster, and it'll just appear for a second. It'll give you time to run away. And then after that, it's a multi-hit, does 1% for every hit it gets, and opponents won't really be able to move at all. But to kind of counteract this, you also can't really hurt the opponent too much while they're in the Gaster Blaster either. So the things that you can't do is basically any of his moves. Actually, yeah, that's what it's saying here. They cannot be hit by any other hurt box while they're in the Gaster Blaster. So Gas Blaster is probably just more like, you know, you send this out, they get hit, okay, now I can start setting stuff up type of thing. And you can't use your Strongs during it either. Trying, it's not working. Here we go. And yeah. Next, for his forward special, it is a grab. You can send downwards. Whoops. You can send forwards. You can send backwards. And then, while this is happening, you can do that. So, there you go. That's another way in which you can synergize Sans' special moves together. And then down special bones, I just shown that off. When he does this, he switches between blue and white bones. He also puts bones on both sides of him. And shrugs, the classic shrug. And then his up special, he basically just teleports. That's the most special thing about this. Doesn't seem to have much ending lag, but it does have some. There we go. Yeah, other than that, some other attributes, I guess, is that Sans is relatively quick. He's not the quickest, but he's relatively quick. He's got a pretty crazy wave dash. And one very important thing about him is that he has 3 jumps, and 2 of them are higher jumps than usual. So even if Sans is also, you know, very light, he has plenty of ways to get back onto the stage. So you're only going to really kill him by knocking him off the stage most of the time. So, yeah. I think that's really about all I have to go over here. So maybe now we can start playing, and we can certainly give my thoughts on how Sans plays in this game, because again, not trying to make this about my Sans whatsoever, but there's a reason why I have a couple things changed with my Sans. But doesn't mean this moveset is bad at all. I don't want to set that precedent. This character is still very fun. I just I definitely feel like, oh yeah, here's another thing I should talk about. Sans' roll is like 50 feet long, so yeah, there's that too. But like, this character in this mod does a very decent job of showcasing what Sans should be in a platform fighter, right? I'm not going to deny that. But I've made changes to mine mainly because I wanted it to feel even more like, you know, like Sans. I don't think this is quite there. Now, this feels like a balanced version of Sans, right? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with trying to balance your characters at all. No way. It's just that one of the main things about Sans is that he really likes to manipulate his opponents, and he really likes to manipulate the game that he's in and kind of break rules. So I hope that I am able to implement that a bit more into my Sans. Oh, there's that tipper. In Frame Makers. Speaking of him too, progress is going relatively slow with him, but I honestly don't mind that too much. There's a lot of what ifs that, you know, I would still need to consider when I'm making him right now. So there's just a lot of things that that need to be done with him. It looks like you can hit the gas blaster, so there's another thing that I didn't explain. You can hit the gas blaster before it does anything, but yeah, I'm just about done with movement, and movement is about the best thing that you really can do at this point for Frey, because everything else is really going to be specific to like to balance, right? Like the frame data on moves and stuff. So you shouldn't be making moves until you make roughs of them. And oh my, it just got hit by that. I'm surprised. Yeah, you just gotta make roughs of your animations for frame makers if you happen to want to make a mod right now, because there's just a lot of things to consider balance wise, and doing things straight away, no, it's not the best thing to do. Oh, I tried to be cool. That's all that matters. Let's throw him back. Oh, that kind of doesn't send too far, so that could be more of like a tech chase thing too. You know. Seems like that forward air lasts a pretty long time, so you definitely use that for whatever. And I already, going back to frame makers, I do already have some roughs figured out. But my roughs were originally the things that I was going to use, and then I'm like, nah, this isn't, you know, as high quality as I would like it to be, type of deal. There's just some things wrong with my sprite that I wanted to fix up, so. But I'll use whatever I have made. Oh no. I say, why did I think it was a good idea to jump above Hudon on the while I'm recovering? I know that's not a good idea, but I've still barely played Rivals of Aether since these characters have become official. I never like downloaded them or tried them out or anything, so I certainly just doing whatever I want here. I feel like for these showcases I should be trying a little harder to try and play the way in which I think the character is intended to be played. You know? Oof. I just kind of play however I want to play. I can't help that sometimes. Even when I'm like trying to do stuff like be competitive or whatever, I'm just like, oh, but I just want to, you know, just want to be a monkey brain sometimes. No pun intended. There we go. I'm getting a little more used to this character, I suppose. Oh, and Hudon decided he's just going to go away. And then, yeah. Since his victory song is the dog song, which is interesting. You would think it would be, you know, Megalovania, or it would be, you know, like the other Sans theme, like when you're not fighting him, right? No, it's the dog song. Sure, it still fits. Still fits, so it's fine. Let's see, who do we want to play as? Let's go with the Metaton alt, why not? It's really weird coming back to Rivals after, you know, just playing games that have, you know, other things in them, like grabs and I don't know. It's just weird. I can't help it. I gotta get used to it. That's all. I understand that like the movesets are limited and stuff in Rivals, and I should, you know, should be used to it by now, considering how long I have been playing this. But I'm still not for some reason. I'm kind of glad that Rivals 2 is gonna have some more stuff in it on that front. Like, they're gonna have pummels and grabs and a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, I think that's very good. Even like a controversial thing was the ledges, but I think the ledges are fine, you know. Ooh. Let's say I really should be using the strongs like a lot more, because I bet a lot of these like bone moves are just supposed to, you know, lead into these smash attacks and stuff like that. You know, just placing a banana should probably lead into that a bit more too. So yeah, there you go. Sans is not the strongest character I've ever played, but it's very fun in this game, man. Very well thought out moveset. I can't do forward tilts to save my life. Probably should have used like a smash stick for tilts instead. That's what I usually do anymore, ever since like Smash Ultimate introduced that. Ow. Just decided to stand there. As you can see, Sans got a lot of he's got a lot of I guess you could just call it end lag on a lot of his moves too if they miss, so gotta be very precise. Even though Sans is like really good at setting people up, if you miss, then you're just left wide open. And again, such a even though Shovel Knight's not really showcasing it very well. Dang, he parried it. Shovel Knight's not showing it off very well, but Sans is a very light character, so you just gotta be careful. Yeah, that move definitely has to have a tip or two, because there's just no way that that is that bad. Right? There's no way that it's just doing that knockback all the time. You gotta do some real specific stuff in order to get that to happen, obviously. Ow. Oh, there we go. Whoop. Popping off a little bit, but not really. Just doing a bunch of tech chasing. You can see the possibilities for that. You know, just to keep on getting little hits in like that. Sans is about little hits a lot, but he's got some big moves in there. I think I should use this down B more. It's probably really good. Just to kind of use it to, again, just disrupt and control space. So when you know you have like a good made, like a well-made, not good made, a well-made character, when there's just so many options and you're like, I think, you know, all of these are good in some way, shape, or form, and I could see how they all work together, right? Oof, well, there I go. I'm losing to CPUs today. I'm just goofing off, right? As I always say, we make these videos for fun, so yeah, I'm not trying to do anything crazy here. Let's, I'm about to say, let's go to a custom stage. And I think this one's very appropriate. No. Oop, wrong way. I'm gonna try and play the character the way I think they should be played now. See what we get. Instead of just goofing off, right? Oop. Dang, man, I keep trying to do forward tilts, it's just not happening. keep doing like my double jump straight away, you kind of can just do that. It's not good though. You should just like, you know, do your one jump, then do your other jump right after that. Did that a little too early. Ow. Ow. Let's say I have a feeling Sans very good against this character. But who knows? Ooh! Get out of here. I love all the enemies in this. Are all Sans too. It's pretty good. I must say, I don't even know what song Sans is singing here. I really don't. Whoop. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, Sans is very vulnerable at the beginning of his up B. You could probably just get smoked by it. How about to say, I somehow... Whoa. I somehow destroyed the crystal by teleporting on it. I wonder if you can... Yes, you can hurt people. That's good to know. I didn't even know that. I think the best thing to do... Oh man, even though I did Sans' chap, he still got screwed up there. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I really don't. I'm just glad to be playing as the boy today. Oh, get out of here. Sometimes I'm good at the video game, guys, I promise. Oh, do not do that in front of people like that. Do not be me. Ever. Don't even try. It's not a good time. Ugh. Ugh. I keep using both my double jumps at the same time. I am a creature of habit. It certainly helps his recovery to just kind of be able to do that. Oh man, I'm getting killed by CPUs again. Oh my. I wonder, does Sans have anything for Abyss? I'd say that's the last thing we should do before we get out of here today. I'm hitting the wrong button. It does have runes and oh, never mind. Nope, nothing. Hey, that's fine, that's fine. Should we play this? Should we? I say why not, I always have fun playing this, so... Let's just do it for the sake of doing it. Just gonna do forward air. Gonna make Alpha Red proud here. Ooh. Or I could just do dash attack. That will just, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I missed it. No! Okay, I'm fine. See, that's where... Ooh. Goodbye. That's where the bones are useful, where you can kind of just... Oh my gosh. I'm about to say, please let me get another one there. And no, fortunately not. When people are above you on platforms like that, so you kind of cover regular platforms with that, but then you can cover those upper platforms with that. And again, just cover straight above you in general, so... Dang. Get out of here, Arcane. Ow. He still has the icon on him. I'm being a little too fancy here. There we go. Let's say you're telling me I didn't go for the puddle just out of principle there. Can't believe you actually lived that. No. Did it perfectly the first time, now I can't do it again. Die, Orcane, die. I'm at 100% and I'm dying to a dash attack. No. Well, that is how the cookie crumbles today. Once again, if you're at the end of the video here, first of all, thank you. Thank you for watching all the way through. Or skipping through, whatever you did, I don't know. But usually when people get to the end of the video, it means that they watched the whole way through, so thank you if you watched the whole way through. If you would like to see other workshop characters, you can see Mr. Papyrus there, Eggdog, Obama. I've got a couple downloaded already, so if you would happen to want to see any of these, then please let me know. I'll be happy to play the workshop characters in this game because the Riles of Aether workshop community is insane and I love them and they are awesome, and I will freely promote any of their stuff at any time. I will gladly come back to this game over and over and over again because of their stuff. So yeah, if you want to see me play any of these people here, any of them, just let me know and I'll be glad to play them. But yeah, hopefully one day, once I'm out of college, I can showcase a lot of these characters, right? And do it for a living, maybe? No, I won't do it for a living, but if I made money off of it, that would be nice. So subscribe and support me in any way you can so that I can continue to make these and have a reason to make them outside of just I like doing it. Usually that's a good enough reason, but if you sweeten the pot, that helps. So see you guys on the next character showcase. Bye.